We have reached the part of the podcast where we're going to be talking some NASCAR, and we're going to be going for 5 in a row. And who better to come on than Brandon at Boston Boy 83. Brandon, how you doing today, my man?
Good, man. Really looking forward to Nashville Sunday night race, and if we can rock out 5 in a row, it would be nice.
Now, tell everyone about this Nashville track, intermediate track. How does it run like and whatnot?
It runs like a mini super speedway, just not packed together. It will be one of those that you are going to see multiple lines. You're going to see a low line, a medium, somewhat high. They put the PJ1 on the high line like they did last year. So once that heats up, you get a lot more traction on the high line. So guys like Reddick, Larson, people that like running the high line will really enjoy this track. But with it being a night race and it being sticky during the day, it's all going to depend what type of weather we get. Does it drop down to the mid 70s, low 70s? Does it stay 80? I think you're going to see a lot of different changes throughout the race.
And I'll be honest, like for me, this is always like a tricky one. And I'm not saying this track. I'm saying coming back after the bye week they always have. I don't know why I call it a bye week. Maybe I'm craving NFL football. But I don't. These guys are such routine animals. And their routine kind of got broken up. Some of them go on vacation. Some of them disappear to Mexico for a little bit, overseas in Europe for a little bit, California, Florida, wherever. They go fishing, whatever. But their routine of driving tends to be a little disruptive because they have this off day. So I'm always a little leery coming back, betting that first race back after this break. So I'll be honest, I only have 3 bets I'm actually liking.
Same. I get 3 as well.
So we're going for 5 in a row, 5 winners, not top 10s. I have 1 top 10. So we're going for 5 winners. Honestly, I hope to God we get it. It'd be an epic run. Brandon, I'll let you kick off.
I'm going to kick it off with my man, the guy that won it last year, the guy that still has to win to get in. I'm going with number 9, Chase Elliott. Won it last year, dominated the race. Needs a win. I mean, we did this with Blaney for the last couple of years, but he was in with points and all of that. This man has to win a race to get into the playoffs. And what a better way to come back, getting in the car after a suspension, then getting a bye week, relax, regroup, and come back to a track that you won at last year. So my man, number 9, Chase Elliott at 9-1. The odds match.
I like it. My first one that I am taking Mr. Larson plus 550. I know it's chalk, but I'm just looking at it. The last 2 races here, the 2 years this track has ran, he has led 44% of the laps.
Yeah.
44% of the laps. Led all but 36 laps in 2021. And then you look at intermediate finishes since 2020. Best average finish, and he's led 26.4% of the laps. This guy is just dominating on intermediate tracks. I know it's a small price. I know some people are going to say, oh, you're just trying to get the 5 in a row. No, I see it. I have seen 2 people winning it, and he's one of them, so I'm going to lock him in.
We normally don't bet low, and I get it. But the stats are there. 44% of the laps led for the last 2 years. That's a ridiculous style of a number. I'm going to go for my second pick, Mr. Consistency this year, Ross Chastain, 10-1. Guy that's coming off of a bye week, very aggressive, will hold the throttle down at a mini super speedway like this. I just like what he's been doing all year. I think he's going to get a win soon. And I feel like he's the type of guy that he already drives on edge. And what a better way to take a man like that did not get in the car last week, and it'll be guns a-blazing as he gets in the car this week. So I like Mr. Ross Chastain at 10-1. Watermelon man.
I was looking at Mr. Chastain. I'm going another chalk, and I hate myself for doing it. I'm just going William Byron. And the fact is, you just look at his intermediate finishes this year. Are you ready for this? 2-1-3-1. His worst finish this year on an intermediate track is 3. Let me repeat that. His worst finish this year at an intermediate track is 3.
Yeah.
William Byron, 8.5 to 1. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I will say this, picking off of that pick, I had 3, but with you saying that, I might make that a 4th. We say there's a bye week. People go to Mexico and go on vacations out of the country. This kid probably sat in his simulator all week as he has the most wins ever in iRacing history. So if there's anybody that's going to be really familiar with this track coming out of a bye week, it's going to be Byron himself. So good call with Mr. Williams himself. I like that.
Third and final bet, my friend.
I'm going to dip down in this. This car has run really good at this track. I'm going Ty Gibbs, 40 to 1. I know the Monster sponsor was on a different car when Kyle Busch was running on a different team. You got Monster back at Nashville. Ty Gibbs has looked pretty consistent and has been running up front. And his odds right now are 40 to 1, which I will say, if you want to touch this bet, you grab him before qualifying. But it is a wide open track. This kid has guts galore. Like Ty Gibbs, 40 to 1. That's my long shot.
I'm taking a shot here, and for me, this is just, I hate it when people say gut, but this is just my gut. I'm taking Austin Cindric, top 10 plus 310. Finished 7th here last year. His last 10 intermediate tracks, he has 5 top 10s. This year he's kind of struggled, but last year he was a top 10 machine in intermediate tracks. I'm going to bank on him putting some time on the track in the simulator, figuring out his machine, his car, and getting it on the right track. So I like Cindric here. I'm getting him at 10 to 1. I'm getting him at 3 plus 310, a little over 3 to 1 to finish top 10. No brainer to me. Give me Austin Cindric, top 10 at plus 310.
I like it. 5 in a row.
Let's do it, dude. 5 in a row.
We did this 2 years ago.
Hopefully we can hit this. Brandon, why do you tell everyone where they can find you on social media, my friend?
Boston Boy 83, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter.
I am looking forward to this race. Hopefully you can cash some tickets and make some money. You know what? Until next week, my friend.
Hey, end it with this. Scale 1 to 10. Detroit's new logo.
4.5.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 6.
All right, man.
All right.
Best of luck.
Got some tickets, everybody.
Until next week, my friend.